So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no better one.
It's the Orlando Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And Orlando starts out with the ball. Now, Suggs. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Jordan.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Banchero. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Down low. Embiid off with the layup. And it's the Magic's ball. It's a three-point game. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Now, here is George. Paolo Banchero, unable to get his last shot to go in. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Now, here's Bain. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Now, here's Banchero. Stolen by George. He takes it in. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line. How about the raw athleticism of Edgerton? He gets to the rim with ease.
Now, here's Banchero. Over George. And it's Banchero missing. A 76ers leading. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so he hits the technical free throw. So both teams making some changes here. Philadelphia leading on 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And the Magic making a change here. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Black. Out left to the wing. Outside Howard. And a clear foul there because he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Magic have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That one misses. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now, here's Maxey. Oh, and that jam is right over the Taze.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And Orlando making a change here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Magic trailed by 5. Back to Bain. Pass to Black. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Inside. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so it's... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
5 on the clock. Drummond the screen. And it's sent in by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. Isaac outside. Back to Black. Pass to Isaac. Payne for three. It's Drummond with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 7. Maxey feeling it out a bit. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hand.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Good on that.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Goes back up. one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
How about making a play for his teammate there? Edgecombe showing his all-around game.
Now the 76ers on the break. Going inside.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Max. Can't cash in from close range. Bankero inside. Count that one. Bankero's got 5 now.
And the paint is where you love to watch Bankero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And you watch Paulo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Edgecombe brings the double team. Ball stolen. Goes up. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
To the left wing. Orlando moving the ball around. De Silva. No good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
And a wide open look for Payne. Off target from outside. Maxey into the lane. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. 14 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
There's Bitadze. And no good that time. The 76ers leading by 9. And this Magic team break hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline for a young group. Well, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Bitadze with it. Basket counts. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. George in the post. Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan.
Just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Bancaro with the screen. Here's Suggs. And he converts the layup. Suggs has got 7.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now Edgecombe. 10 points for him. Driving inside. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now. Here's Suggs. No good from outside. The 76ers leading by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Embiid missed inside.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Outside, Jones from deep three-point land. Doesn't go for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers on top, up 9. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. That'll be a 5-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Drummond. Off the inbound, no good. On the wing, Bain. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Andre Drummond. The 76ers leading by 9. Now here's Maxey. The 76ers need to get off the shot. The shot by Barlow, no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Magic again can't hit. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Maxey. To the inside. Shoots. Left. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And finally, someone scores.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying, "We're working too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, and get this win." Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Bancaro. And here is Suggs. It's off target. Edgecombe with it. Picked up by Suggs. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Edgecombe with it. Outside, Maxey. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Van Carroll. And hit the three. Edgecombe with it. Now defended by Bain. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now Maxey. Now Embiid. It's off. Now Carter. Van Carroll. And he does not hit. 1:11 left in the fourth. Here's Edgecombe. Van Carroll vacuums it in.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they will.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. And it's going to be the Lakers off the tip. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Hachimura. Now Doncic. Shot clock at 5. It's good. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama
to the inside. James good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, we want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there. Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Reeves. Here's Ayton. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Pass to Reeves. Now here is Hachimura. The kick out to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs with the lead. Outside Harper. Pass to Vassell. Misses the baby hook.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
A 3-ball. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Stolen by Reeves. Now LeBron. Reeves outside. Ayton at the elbow. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Left to play in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Here's San Antonio. Outside, Fox. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come. And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I'd already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Now, here's Cleveland. Pocket 6. Pass to Hayes. And here's Doncic from the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Smart with the steal. And it's Doncic missing. And there's the foul. It's on Jake LaRavia. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Free throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Back to Hayes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Wembanyama outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Lakers have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Harper driving the lane, and Harper slams it in.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
There's the screen. Back to Hayes. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Spurs with the lead. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded.
Back to Ayton. With some arc. And stolen by Biyombo. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It's stolen by Hachimura. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
And it's Ayton missing. San Antonio leading by 5. Puts it up from 15. Here's Biyombo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
And it's Ayton missing. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And it's the Spurs ball. Outside Harper. Doncic comes with the double team. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Harper. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Lakers trail by 9 to stop the drought. Here's LeBron. Good defense by Wembanyama. Outside Harper. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Spurs leading by 9. And here is Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Kevin.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Hayes. Doncic outside. From deep three-point land. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Harper. Pass to Vassell. Misses from short range. Lakers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standards been set.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. To the left wing. Here's Hachimura. Trains the three-pointer. Hachimura's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Castle with it. Inside. Here's Vassell. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 6.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive. And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Lakers getting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And here's Doncic from the arc. Up again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
Second team foul.
Spurs leading by 15. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
We've got 1:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. And stolen by Ayton. Now the Lakers on the break. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama left side. Shoots over Hachimura. That one rolling around and rims out. Lakers trail by 17. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning, defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And they pick up 2.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Wembanyama outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Reeves. To end the run, it's hauled in by Cornette.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for them.
The Spurs have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. That's good from Barnes. So it's the Spurs now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustment.
And so it's San Antonio having no problem. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Reeves outside. Lets it go from 14. And here's the break. Here's Champagny. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cornette. Over Smart. Off the left rim and out. And the Lakers have possession. Down low. Nice move. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Champagny. To the inside. Smart with the steal. The putback. Rebound by Sohan. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Waters. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for San Antonio. Reeves can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
That sounds like a good blueprint. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And that play showcasing Hachimura's hops. He just pops up and slams at the home. I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And they recover it. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Wembanyama's got 28 points for the game. Pulls from the top of the key. Off the iron that time. And so Wembenyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And it's Wembenyama with the jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
And once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Launches a three. It's hauled in by Cornette. Pass to Sohan. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Cornette. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better. Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Alexander Walker. Right side Daniels. 5 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Johnson. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dan Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Alexander Walker. To the paint. Out to Porzingis. Johnson wide open. He fires. Porzingis on the foul.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
And the dunk by SGA.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Thunder now. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. And the Thunder making a switch here. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Rebound, Atlanta. Right wing. Outside Daniel. Alexander Walker on the wing. Ball's not loose. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. SGA's got 6. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. The Hawks trail by 3.
assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward position. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Inside. Outside Daniel. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson double team. Okongwu.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't, and the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Holmgren is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trailed by 7. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Out to the right wing. Here's Holmgren. And there it is for him. Holmgren's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Thunder making a switch here. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Newell. Back to Okongwu. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Holmgren.
And you know what? Save what was likely to be a dunk.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Wallace outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Dort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Newell.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
1:25 left in the first half. Outside Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. 4. Pass to Porzingis. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And finished off by Williams.
You see the court awareness from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
Here's Gay. Johnson for 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The jump hook. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
In the corner, Daniels. Wallace with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. 2 points. That one goes. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep going to that until they stop it.
Here's Alexander Water. He's got 6. Pass to Gay. Porzingis. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Pass to Okongwu. Fires the 3. Here's Newell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Over to the left wing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Sinks the triple. He's got 13.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
And most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Rieseshay. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's SGA. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. After Rieseshay. Now, here's Okongwu. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup. The Hawks trail by 6. Now, here's Kennard. He has yet to score. Into the lane. Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was intended for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball? Back to Holmgren. And it's good. 2 points. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And he can't get the first one. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 10.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Holmgren. That ball, nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Gay. A 3 from Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Holmgren in the post. Nice D from Porzingis. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
Outside, Porzingis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Mitchell outside. Pass to Joe. It's up a 3. Gay with the rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. He's got 12.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Gay with the rebound. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make any mistakes.
Now Mitchell. It's Joe on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Nice D from Porzingis. The Hawks trail by 3. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Here's Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. To the middle to take the lead. Porzingis can't hit. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Thunder. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
7'2", 240 pounds. Porzingis is a nightmare matchup for the Thunder.
quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you, Allie. And the layup is off. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Holmgren. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Okongwu.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Okongwu with it. Williams picks him up. Now Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Williams with the rebound. And trailing by 4. Here's Holmgren. Short bucket is good.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
It's off. Atlanta with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. From deep. And there's the three.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
A deep three. Not gonna go. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Porzingis.
You know teams try to get physical with Porzingis, but sometimes that strategy can come back to bite him.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 or 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. And stolen by Daniels. There's the double team at court. Here's Johnson. Now Porzingis. And he jams it in.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hawks.
Free throws are a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Johnson. Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 6. Another shot. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Here's the 3. Daniels pulls it down. Driving in. Oh, that was a two-hander. And so it's Atlanta with the W
favorites, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors, playing here in San Francisco. Now, here's Doncic.
Ain't nothing funny. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Somebody answer the question for me. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Delighted to do his ass home. Hey. Huh? Oh, you mother.
And it goes down 2 points. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams. Ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup. And knowing these guys, they're ready to exceed all expectations. We could be in for a real show here tonight.
On the wing, James. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Driving.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that one. And that was a little bit of a rage check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Curry shot is off. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
side. Butler hits the front of the rim and out.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
What a dunk from Ayton. This is how dominant he can be down low.
Green, the screen. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Butler with the jam.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Doncic, no good. Warriors trail by 6. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passes. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Curry fires from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.